Hey guys, Mark from 42freeway.com. Got a new road video for you. This one's focused on the Missing Moves project in Bellmawr, New Jersey. It's just, there's a lot of things going on in Bellmawr with the roads. This is just that segment that is, near the landfill that kind of connects 42 and 295. We're going to go into details. Guys, I'm going to show you actually how you will be driving on this roadway. I can't actually get on the roadway, but I'm going to show you about probably the best way we can, how you're going to use it. It's very easy, and I'm going to highlight why this is going to be a big win for commuters in South Jersey. Let me just flip this over here. So first off, this is Missing Moves right here. This is the Bellmawr landfill. I'm going to show some different views. We're going to go into 3D mode on this. This is the Bellmawr Industrial Park. This road here is 42. This is 42 north in this direction, and here's 295. And even though 295 in this area kind of runs horizontal, this is actually south down here, and north is up here. So this is the Missing Moves. Guys, look, it's just a straight road. It's just a straight road to connect the two. I want to, though, point out, because every time I do coverage on Missing Moves, by the way, did you see the nice big yellow cursor? A couple months ago when I did a video, someone said, dude, I can't really see the cursor, so I figured out how to make that big. But anyway, this is direct connection up here. Direct connection is the one that's been going on for like 12 years. Every time I try to write about just Missing Moves, people will comment, I'm 70 years old, and I got my license when I was 12, and they've been working on this road since then. Guys, direct connection's up here. This is the billion-dollar project. This is getting rid of Aljo's curve. Here's where the road collapse is on that curve near the Bellmawr Cemetery. The distance from that road collapse to the Missing Moves roadway is like 3/4 of a mile. This Missing Moves just started 3 years ago. They had already started the direct connection project, and we didn't even know that Missing Moves was coming. There was no real plans out there. They just awarded the contract 3 years ago, and they've already got. We're at the point where this thing's going to be opening. So enough disclaimers. I'm finally going to get into it. I'm going to do a couple passes at this. We're going to go into 3D mode here. So, by the way, these images are several months old, but they're still, they depict the entire roadway for Missing Moves. That's why I said, oh, we got to do this. So the construction has progressed further. Big shout out, by the way, to my buddy Rocco, who said, Mark, I love your videos, but your audio doesn't sound good all the time. So he bought me a microphone. Thanks, Rock. My first time trying it. All right, let's just set the stage. I'm going to do two passes at this. First off, down here, just to show where we're at, here's the Sept Mall. We're going up. This road in the middle is 42. This is the Walmart there on Clements Road, and you got Sam's Club, you got the Walmart. So we're going up 42 north. And the problem is today, you can't go from 42 north and go 295 south on a highway. And I'm going to go over that in a second, but I thought, let me just show you this first. What you do is you just stay on the right-hand side on 42 north, and here's this new roadway, this new ramp. You're going to go up the ramp. You're just going to follow it. That's the key thing. There's no decision point once you get on that ramp. You just follow this road. We're going over 42. Here's the straight spot. You're going to come straight across. Let me get a little angle there. You're going to follow the curve over here. And then look at this. It comes down. Once you get on that ramp on 42 north, the next highway you're going to be on is 295 south. So guys, there's literally nothing to think about. Well, you have to, once you make the decision that you're going to go, on the new Missing Moves project, you just drive it, and it's there. Now, I want to show in the other direction. Sometimes I've been focusing more on that depiction there when I write my updates, and people get confused. Like, Mark, are you going to be able to go 295 north to 42 south? Yes. If you're way down here, wait for Google to update. If you're way down here in Westville or further, West Defford, Paulsboro, Commodore Barry Bridge, anything south of, and you're coming up north. This is north 295. You're coming up north, and you want to go to the Defford Mall, or you want to shoot down the Atlantic City Expressway. If you're in National Park and you got a house down the shore, you just want to go to Wildwood, like, this is going to be a great win for you. You're going to go, this is 295 north, you just veer off to the right. I'm going to talk about these bridges in a second. You veer off to the right, and you're going to have these new wider lanes over here, and you just go under Creek Road Bridge, and look, there's a new ramp here behind the Creek Road buildings. And you're on the same thing. You're on the roadway in the opposite direction that I just showed you guys. We're on the right-hand side. Got the landfill to the right. You come around here. No decisions. There's no other exits. There's no stop sign. If you're doing 65 miles an hour on 295 that I just showed, you're doing 65 miles an hour here. You're just flowing with this thing. And the next highway you're on in this scenario is 42 south. And now we're heading down to the Defford Mall, down to Atlantic City Expressway, all that goodness. Now I'm going to do another pass. Look, if you understand at that point, you could just stop with this video, but I'm going to do another pass and point out some other aspects of this. So we're back at 42 North. We're coming from Dafford, Gloucester Township. We're going to just take a little bit more time. This is the turnpike here. We're going to again veer off to the right. I'm going to talk about 55 also. And here's the new ramp. Now, what I'm going to do here is just to get better perspective. You got the Bellmawr Industrial Park over here on the right. This giant building is the United States Postal Office for South Jersey. Way in the distance over here, that building in the back. All the hoagie rolls from Wawa, they're actually baked back there. They do like a par baking, like initial baking. And then the landfill is here, and there's Big Timber Creek. This is the Bellmawr landfill that you see. So anyway, 42 North, that's what this is. We're veer off to the right. Let's get a little closer. We're going over. This is the new exit. Get off to, if you want to go to Bellmawr. It used to be up here. Now it's here. You know, if you get off of 42 North, you want to go to Bellmawr. But we're not. We're up on the ramp. Remember, we go over 42. In this area, this straight run off to the left. Still got the landfill. Hasn't moved. And then over to the right is the smaller industrial park, Harding Avenue. And Curaleaf is in this area here. The Creek Road is through here, Curaleaf. Right now, this is a big jam up on Creek Road. I don't want to confuse things too much, but there's a new roadway that's going to be developed in the next few years. That's the exit to get on the 42 North. The entrance is actually going to be way over here, and you're going to come this way. But that's not there yet. You're coming over. Most of Missing Moves is on elevated, like a bridge. This one segment here is raised on dirt. It may just be a cost savings. It may be an opportunity to make it easier for them to add additional things. But for today, guys, what did I say? Once you get on Missing Moves ramp, there's no decisions. You just drive it. You come over Creek Road, and then you cross over the 295 here, and now you get this ramp. So there's two things I want to point out at the end here. First off, they rebuilt Creek Road. This is the Creek Road Bridge. This is the Creek Road Bridge. The reason why they did this, look at the profile here. See how much higher it is here than it is over here? Yeah, it's got that janky bend in it. I don't want to get into that right now, but it's higher here than over here. Because if you're coming down this ramp, they needed extra clearance. If you're a tractor trailer or even like a double high tractor trailer or something like that, they needed this to be higher. So that's why they redid Creek Road. Now you're coming down here. The other thing is the Federal Highway Department doesn't want cars to have to slow down on the highways. They want you to be doing highway speeds all the way through. No stop signs, no sort of slowing down. That's actually why they're rebuilding, a key reason why they're rebuilding the other project, the direct connection in Bellmawr, because of that Aljo's curve. But anyway, let's not go there. So what they're doing is, so that you can be doing 65 on Missing Moves ramp and never really have to slow down, they want to give you as long a road as possible. I'm going to talk about that in context of another roadway. But so from here, they're widening this whole 295 segment. Now we're getting closer to Westville. This is the Big Timber Creek. Guys, look what they did. They doubled the width of the bridge. Actually, this is not that it's running behind, but this is the portion of the whole Missing Moves project that is like the last to be complete. And people have been messaging me all summer. Wow, it looks like we're going to be riding on Missing Moves this summer. No, because they need this done. Because they want you to be driving, you come off that Missing Moves, you're doing 65 miles an hour, and they want to give you all this extra space. Probably when you get over here, they're going to start opening it up so that you can merge into the main 295. But the difference is you're not slowing down 45 miles an hour and looking over your left shoulder. You're going to be doing 65, and cars will just gradually start like spacing each other out. You're going to have plenty of space for you to see the guys on 295 and for the folks on 295 to see you, and you're just going to be able to gradually move. 295 North, it's the same story. And in fact, this is my analogy for 295 North. If you've gone down the Atlantic City Expressway and you want to go to the southern Jersey beaches, you want to go to Cape May and Wildwood, you get to that Atlantic City Expressway, you get to that, I think it's exit 7, and you want to go to the Garden State Parkway South. You know what I'm talking about? You never slow down. You just kind of start moving over to the right. You're doing 70 miles an hour. I know you're breaking the speed limit there. You're doing 70 miles an hour there. You just move over to the right, and then you're on this sort of gradual road, and it's just like lane, and then it just gradually turns into Garden State Parkway, and you just kind of move. Like, you never slow down. That's what this experience is like to 295 North. You're in the right-hand lane. You're going to be in these new auxiliary lanes. And remember, this is like from several months ago. The roads progressed. And then there you are. You're on this ramp. And you're going, and next thing you know, you're on 42 South. And similarly, this is going to just continue on. This is going to be wider all the way down. So you're going to have the same amount of like that extra runway space to be able to merge into 42 South. So that is that part of the project. That's the main I gave 2 passes now. That's the main 42 north to 295 south, 295 south to 42, 295 north to 242 south. The main run, so, and if I didn't say it, I've done this videos multiple times. The reason why they're doing this is today, if you're coming from the Deffert Mall and you're on 42 and you want to go to 295 south, you want to shoot over to National Park or down to Delaware, what you have to do is get off this is today, before the road opens. You have to get off, say, in Bellmawr, drive these local roads of Bellmawr, get on Creek Road's here maybe, or down the Browning Road, drive at 25 miles an hour, drive through, say you're on Creek Road. Well, now they cut you off. This is the Brooklyn Circle. You can't go directly there. You got to go right down Salem, another traffic light, go around the circles, go down here, Route 130, and then finally, I guess, down here, near past the oil refinery in Westville, you can get back on 295. You see what I'm saying? We're here at the mall. You want to go 42 north or even on Gloucester Township. Today you got to go through all these local streets. With missing moves, guys, you just have this. You literally just shoot right through there. Last thing I'll close, and it's the same in the other direction. I want to talk about 55. We all curse this portion of 55 north. Through these woods here, it just jams up. Traffic just stops because it's 2 lanes. And then when you get to the big overpass, it goes to 1 lane. And it's been this way for 40 years. And as traffic has grown, the jam ups have been worse. Guys, when they do this project, when they open up missing moves, this will be 2 lanes all the way through. Remember what I said? The government doesn't, they prefer not to have people slow down and do those merges. It's going to be 2 lanes all the way through. What's going to happen is they've been doing some work down here on this portion of 42 North. There's going to be, like, for a short term, there's going to be an extra lane there. If you say, let's just say these are the 2 lanes. If you want to go on 42 North and just continue through, you're going to go to Philadelphia, just go all the way through. You stay on the left-hand side. You just go. But if you stay in that right-hand lane, it's going to be over here to the right. This isn't finished. They haven't repaved it or restriped it. You're going to be on the right, and look, it's just going to pop you right onto missing moves. Or, you have the choice of shifting over and going straight too, towards 295 North. But you can just go to the right. So it opens up a lot of avenues. I had some commentary with some folks a month ago who, like, maybe lived down here. This is 55 now, who lived down in, this is Deffert, but maybe for, like, Mantua. And they're like, if I'm in Mantua, here's Mantua here. There's the Wendy's and the Lowe's. If I'm in Mantua and I want to go 295 south, which is all the way over here, I'm just going to drive the local roads, and that's fine. I'll never do this. But I just want to remind you that you're probably doing most of that driving at 30, 25 miles an hour. You got traffic lights. All these intersections are traffic lights. You got traffic moving. You got people turning. It could be slower. So even though going 55 north to the Missing Moose project in this regard it is a longer drive. The fact that you'll be able to do this at 65 miles an hour all the way through, and then do that, here's the Missing Moose, do the bend, and then get on 295 south. Guys, even if you're down here in Glassboro, you may find it more worthwhile to do that route that I just described than to, say, deal with 322 and those other roads. So anyway, Mark from 42freeway.com. I write about commercial development and new business openings related to that, and I put it on my website. I share it on Facebook, so like me at Facebook. I do some YouTube videos. If you don't like Facebook, you can sign up at my website for my newsletter, and every Tuesday, once a week, you'll get a list of all the new articles, so you can keep up that way. And I'm also trying to do more YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Guys, thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being awesome. You've helped make this my full-time career. Like, this is literally how I make my money. And I want to thank you all for following me. And I want to thank all the small businesses and folks that invite me into their business before they're open so I can give you guys the preview. Mark42freeway.com. Thanks, guys.